You know, once I truly understood the rich heritage of my father and his name, the Guas name, in Cuba, you know, then I truly, that sort of burning desire to return really was prompted, and that's when it really began for me. You know, that burning desire to know who we were, where we were from. And I remember at 12, 15 years old of being very proud that my father was from Cuba. And here we are 30 years later, finally getting to return.
Check out, he's got a long sleeve guayabera, bow tie, and he's got those two-tone shoes. They're like wingtips, you know. And of course, I was dressed just with my bathing suit and my sandals. La próxima, la mano derecha. No, mira, esta misma es 2210 aquí. Esta era mi casa. That was my home. That's where I live.
¿Bajamos aquí? ¿Baja, sí? Sí.
Is it a camera or something, or a doorbell up top?
No, it's a doorbell. Hola, señora.
Buenas.
Yo soy Mariano Guas, que la estuve visitando hace 4 años aquí, que yo vivía aquí.
Sí, un momento.
Ok.
¿Y estos jóvenes?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Buenas.
¿Se acuerda de nosotros?
Sí, sí, cómo no. Hace años. ¿Qué tal?
Muy bien. ¿Y se acuerda de mi hijo David? Yo soy Marianito y él es David.
Yo que estoy tan fea.
Nah, no sé, está preciosa.
Bueno,
es caliente.
es que entra un sol. Es que entra un sol por ahí.
The photographer for Fidel used to live downstairs.
Pablo Caballero.
Pablo Caballero gave her a photograph of Fidel and the Pope when they met. So that's an original photograph.
Igual que yo.
¿A qué hora voy a venir el jueves?
No sé a qué hora.
Por la mañana.
¿A qué hora?
Por la mañana me llama, yo quiero mi
A las 9:30.
Just call me.
There was a canopy here. I told her, I said, the canopy. She said, yeah. I used to come here and buy bread, you know, whatever. My folks would give me a little money and cigarettes.
We'll forget that there. Sí.
10.
¿Cuánto?
5.50. ¿Cuánto es?
Con 10.
10.
¿Cómo se ve?
No.
You go up there and you...
Déjame buscarte porque ellos todo lo que tienen es...
Ya entendí.
No. No.
That, see, we got.
Is allows them to get food that's given by the government, and it's based on the number of people that live in the home and their age, because there's certain things that they give for the children, such as milk, that if there were no children here, they couldn't get the milk.
¿Hasta qué daban la leche, abuela?
La leche para los niños.
¿Hasta qué?
Hasta los 7 años.
Hasta los
And
7
so
años.
the children, until they're 7 years old, they get milk. Then after that,
Después,
Ah, y también se le da a las personas enfermas.
and for sick people,
Que
yeah,
se le da leche de dieta y todo.
they got skim milk. And then, but here are the things. For example, this is January, and there's rice, grains, oil, sugar.
este de ahora.
There's 2 clases de azúcar. Azúcar R.
Azúcar prieta y azúcar blanca, pero no sé por qué le ponen
No.
R y C.
Sí. Yeah, white sugar and brown sugar.
This is how we our
Measure.
yeah.
Sí. Es una taza. So
Ajá.
that's their measurement. Pero es un condensed milk can. Yeah. Una leche de condensed, ¿sí? ¿Cómo no?
Yeah.
Okay, so I love that because it was probably 12 ounces, no sé cuánto, pero
Ajá.
sí. Pues it was,
Something like
so
that.
it's like 12 ounces, maybe a cup and a half. Una taza en esos 8 onzas, y
Ajá.
posible de 12 onzas es una taza y mitad. But I love it because this is their measuring cup. I think we overcomplicate things in recipes, and I love the fact that this is just a simple formula. So we got 5 huevos, 5 eggs. She's measuring the dry milk now, and we're gonna throw everything in the.
One of these.
Yeah. We also need to write the recipe down. So far, whole eggs, dry milk, azúcar.
Sugar.
Can't forget our sugar. So we're lowering the flan pan that's caramelized into the water bath. Now she's going to pour the custard in. You can hear the crackling of the sugar because when the liquid hits, it's starting to cool down quickly and so it cracks. But that won't affect the cooking process at all. So she's putting a lid on it. So essentially it's just steaming it out. So they're using the pressure cooker just to snap the lid to make sure it's sealed properly. But essentially you can cocinado frita, yuca, you can aceite. Instead of pressure cooker, you can fry chicken in it, you can do a bunch of different things. You can break down meat, anything you would normally use a pressure cooker for. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
20 minutos?
No. With the high temperature, we have to wait to
Steam.
and then
Menos.
less temperature and 20 or 25 minutes.
Okay. So she's bringing it up to a quick boil. So as soon as the steam comes out of the steam hole here, she knows that it's a hot temperature. So she starts at a specific temperature. We all know water cooks or heats to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So she's bringing it up to that level. Then she lowers the heat, and then she knows she starts the cooking process from there. As far as timing it out, 20-25 minutes. Even though she told me 20 minutes yesterday. It's okay. We'll give her 5 minutes more. So the flan's ready to go. She prepared it last night, so we actually have one cold and set up. We're gonna wait for the other one to cook. But for me personally, watching Daniela cook it in the kitchen, essentially the same principle: water bath, steaming it out, using the water to insulate the custard so it doesn't overcook. But the joke for me, growing up and eating flan in Miami, and when I went to culinary school and learned a little bit more of a refined version of creme caramel or the French technique, it was the opposite. That was a sign of overcooking. But for me, that's when I knew the flan was made properly, is when there was little, like what I call, it looks like la luna. I see that, I know it was prepared by probably a Cubano or, a Cuban person. And there's a level of comfort there knowing that, but in my sort of profession now in the United States, it would be a sign of overcooking or mishandling or whatever. But for me, I have both sides and I love both sides. When you undercook the sugar and you bring it to a lighter color, it's just a sweeter flavor. So if you bring it just past it where it's not burned, but it's definitely dark, like this beautiful mahogany color, that's the appropriate balance. I used to love drinking red juice.
Yeah.
It's the best. My favorite was the juice. Yeah. Because you have all the sweetness and the caramel flavor, but it tastes like egg, or flan. So it's just the best of both worlds to have a little bit of the liquid. So it's everything that you thought it was going to be by looking at it and preparing it. You taste the caramel, you taste sort of the richness of the color of the she brought the sugar, you taste the vanilla, you taste the custard, the egg. It's amazing.
¿Quién?
No.
Here.
Mire, tengo copa, pero todo lo tengo guardado.
No te preocupes.
Está ahí.
It's a little sip. So that's sangria in a bottle, ready to go. Wow. I don't know if we have sangria in a bottle ready to go in these states.
No?
Maybe. Sounds like a perfect thing to have, right?
¿Tú quieres? Bueno, dale esa a ella y yo te traigo todo.
We're waiting for her, the matriarch, to have her glass first. Queen bee. Salud. Nothing like sangria at 10 o'clock in the morning, huh?
Que tú tengas tu casa, que viene. Allí
Tres bodegas de eso.
Yeah, that's not one of the gallon.
Ah.
So they treat the water. So this is hydrochloride.
Hypochlorite. Hypo means low,
Yeah.
so that's it's a 1%.
So they put some chloride to treat the water so they can make it drinkable. See, I don't have. See how it's very smooth and there's no pits. But let me show you the recipe. Azúcar, huevos, 5 huevos, mira. Pero 3 yemas makes it smoother. So it doesn't. When you have all the egg whites, the custard sets a little harder and a little different. So the egg whites are what the egg flavor comes from, so it becomes eggy. So I balance the whole eggs with the egg yolks. No, whole eggs and yemas. So I have 5 whole eggs, 5 huevos, y 3 yemas. And it sets the custard differently. It's a little softer. And then vanilla, pero leche y crema. Igual, 2 and 2, like equal parts whole milk to heavy cream.
Crema, tampoco tenemos.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that. Yeah.
Mira, yo
Pero
hacía.
leche todo. See this? I scraped it all the way down to the bottom so I get all that wonderful syrup. Look, Mom, I cleaned my plate.
When there was nothing, there was nothing here in the country to cook with, she still made great dishes on TV. She would make,
Something
Like she
out of nothing.
made magic things.
Yes, right.
With
From not much, yes.
Yeah.
That's very, very creative. A story about, there's one story you were telling me about how you and your brother used to grab onto the gate
Oh yeah.
and swing out.
Yeah,
and you would
yeah.
be-
That was
you
right.
would
That was
be
right out here.
peeing.
But here's another. I'll tell you another good story. This is everything that whenever we got in trouble, it had to be when it was supposed to be nap time.
Sure.
We were supposed to go to sleep.
It's jailbreak time. It's when the guards are
Right. You got it.
they're quiet.
So we went. We had to go that way. We escaped down the side of the house, so we couldn't walk down the street.
No, you can
We
see.
get busted. So we went behind. I think it was this house right here. And you see how the burglar bars in that window right over there. See how they stick out?
Yeah.
Well, on the ground floor there was one just like that, and so we ducked and we went under like that under
Right.
it. And my brother, once again, he didn't go down low enough. My brother Rene, and he hit his head on it, and
Blood.
once again cut his head, blood everywhere. So we had to come back over here, and once again we were in trouble.
Sounds like he was slowing you down a few times.
Well, what can I say, little brothers? We used to jump over. We'd go behind the garage and we'd jump over that.
Right.
And we would run through those people's side yard, and of course they'd see us and they'd yell at us.
Yeah.
And we were just taking a shortcut to the yacht club, to the
Nice.
Miramar Yacht Club. That's the back entrance of the club.
Really?
Yeah.
The green door.
Well,
Well-
no, it was a gate.
Yeah.
But it was right there. In fact, we ought to go there and check that out. My folks would sit there and they would have drinks, drink beer or whatever. And the thing was that if you sat there and a coconut landed on your head, they'd give you $50. So that was the running joke.